He led Israel into idolatry. He stood against a superpower, and his name was engraved by an Assyrian king into a 7-foot-tall stone monument. I'm speaking of Ahab, king of Israel. What does this statue reveal about Scripture's historical veracity? Stay tuned to find out.
Welcome to Faith Affirming Findings, a podcast dedicated to sharing with you
the incredible discoveries from the field of biblical archaeology.
These findings will strengthen your faith, affirm the historicity of Scripture, and provide you with unique insights into the culture and background of the Bible.
Now, here is your host, Associate Professor of Bible Exposition at Dallas Theological Seminary,
Dr. Paul Weaver.
Welcome back to Faith Affirming Findings. Today we turn our attention to the 9th century BC and a monument that mentions one of the most infamous kings of Israel, none other than King Ahab. In 1861, John E. Taylor was dispatched to southeastern Turkey by the British government to gather commercial data, but while there, he took it upon himself to explore the area. At the ancient ruins of Tel Kurkh, Taylor stumbled upon a massive stone monument bearing the image and inscriptions of an Assyrian king. It was the Kurkh Monolith of Shalmaneser III, and it would soon be recognized as one of the most important discoveries from the field of biblical archaeology. This stele is made of limestone and stands 7.2 feet high, 2.9 feet wide, and 9 inches deep. It bears the image of Shalmaneser III and a long inscription of his military exploits. One campaign stands out, the Battle at Kurkh, around 853 BC. Shalmaneser III claims he faced a coalition of 12 kings, among them Ahab, king of Israel. According to the monolith, Ahab contributed 10,000 soldiers and 2,000 chariots to the fight. This is more than half of all the chariots combined from the other 11 kings. The monolith quotes Shalmaneser as saying, "I spread their corpses everywhere. I made their blood flow." But historians believe he failed to win this battle, and his retreat suggests the same. The Kurkh Monolith of Shalmaneser III is immensely significant to the student of Scripture for at least 3 compelling reasons. First, it mentions Ahab by name. This is a direct, extra-biblical confirmation of one of the most prominent kings of Israel. This inscription proves that Ahab was not a legendary figure, but a real king recognized even by his enemies. Second, the monolith portrays Ahab as a powerful ruler leading a formidable military force, just as the biblical narrative implies. According to the monolith, Ahab contributed 10,000 soldiers and 2,000 chariots to a coalition of kings. The Archaeological Study Bible agrees, and I quote, "The Assyrian record, as well as artifactual and architectural evidence excavated in Israel, fully substantiates the tone of the biblical record concerning Ahab. He was a powerful and prosperous, albeit idolatrous, biblical king." Third, beyond its apologetical value, the monolith plays a crucial role in establishing a clear biblical timeline. Ahab fought and was victorious at the Battle of Kurkh in 853 BC. However, just 12 years later, King Jehu would pay tribute to the same Assyrian king, Shalmaneser III. Be sure to watch our video on the Black Obelisk for more on that discovery. The Kurkh Monolith isn't just a stone slab. It's a faith-affirming artifact. It validates Ahab's existence, his military strength, and his place in history. And most importantly, it proves the historical reliability of Scripture. And you can see this monument for yourself. The Kurkh Monolith is on display at the British Museum in London, England. The Bible isn't myth, it's history. The Kurkh Monolith of Shalmaneser III reminds us that the characters in Scripture were real people living in real places, making a real impact, and leaving behind real evidence. If you found this faith-affirming finding helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more faith-affirming archaeological discoveries. And remember to get your own copy of my book, Faith Affirming Findings, which becomes available in the first months of 2026. Along with it, you'll receive access to 50 PowerPoint presentations that you can use in your teaching, preaching, Bible studies, and I trust they'll be beneficial to you. See you next time.
Faith Affirming Findings podcast is a listener-supported podcast devoted to affirming your faith in the reliability of Scripture and illuminating your understanding of Scripture.
If you would like to help sponsor the Faith Affirming Finding podcast,
You can make a tax-deductible donation of any amount, large or small,
at faithaffirmingfindings.com. That's faithaffirmingfindings.com and click on the Give tab.
We hope you'll join us again next week for another exciting Faith Affirming Finding.